channel. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment in the comment section. So today we're going to dive into an idea that I think is a pretty good idea, and that idea is a blackout bag. So we're going to talk about what a blackout bag is, some of the contents that I have in mind, how you can switch yours up, and then in general why you should have one. So let's get into it. All right, man, first things first. So why should you have a blackout bag? I think you should have a blackout bag because it just makes it easier to find things that you may need in the event of emergency, or in this case a power outage, or whatever it is may be going on. A lot of this stuff that's in here, I think a lot of you may have it around your house, but you just have to think, if the power goes out, it's so much easier to just grab one bag or one Pelican case or box or whatever you may have your items in, and know that you have everything, versus having to scramble around the house in the dark. Can't remember where you put your flashlights, can't remember where extra batteries and stuff like that are. So that's one reason, and probably the main reason, why I think it's important to have a blackout bag or any type of kit, whether it be a medical kit or some other type of kit. The purpose of developing a kit is so you have all the items that you may need in one spot, and you don't have to be scrambling around trying to find them. So, all right, man. First, we got a first aid kit. It's nothing crazy. It's a fairly cheap one from Walmart, but it does cover the basics. So minor scrapes and burns. It has a cold compression in here, antiseptic wipes, alcohol pads, band-aids, Q-tips, safety pins. So any type of kit that you're going to build, I don't think it's a bad idea to have a first aid kit. There are certain items in first aid kits that expire or whatever the case may be. So having a few different types of first aid kit, kits, more basic ones up to more advanced like trauma kits, I don't think that that's ever a bad idea to have around the house in general, or to make it a part of any type of kit that you plan to build. So that's the first thing, first aid kit. All right, man. Second thing is 2 lanterns. So these lanterns are powered by AA batteries, 4 AA batteries. But my mindset behind these were a lantern or a light source like a lantern provides omni light, so light in all directions. So these can easily be left in a small space like a bathroom or a bedroom to light up that whole area without using too many resources. These 2 come with a clip, so you can hang it from a string or up in an area to light it up. And then what I did is just took 2 carabiners and staged them on the lanterns to just make it a little bit easier to hang them up somewhere if that's what I decided to do. But yeah, the mindset behind these is just to be able to leave these in a space and light that entire area up without having to use some other type of weird light source like a flashlight hanging from the ceiling or whatever the case may be. So that's the point in having these. All right, man. Next thing is 2 flashlights. So basically how I set my bag up is the major items, I just grab 2 of those things. And the idea behind it is, so like these flashlights, for example, I could be walking around with one and my wife can be walking around with the other. But unlike the lantern, a flashlight is directional light, so it just provides light in one direction. So the mindset behind these is, if you have to go to a breaker box or outside or something, you can leave a light source like this wherever it is that you put it initially, and then just take a flashlight to go outside and handle whatever business you need to handle out there. So that's the mindset behind having the flash. All right, man. So the next thing that's in here that just makes sense in my opinion is extra batteries. So basically I just put extra batteries in this bag for the items that I have in the bag that take batteries. But these batteries obviously can also be used in other areas of the house if you need it in the event of an emergency or a power outage or whatever the case may be. But extra batteries, pretty self-explanatory. All right, sticking with light sources, the next thing that I have in here is 2 headlamps. I think these are 350 lumens. They also have a high, low, and maybe a strobe mode, or maybe just a high and low mode. But I think this might be the most important thing as far as light sources go that I have in this bag. And the reason being is it allows you to be hands free. You may not be in a situation where you need to use your hands, but if you are and you also need light, I don't think that you can really beat this. Primarily because the light will be focused wherever you're looking or whatever it is that you may be doing with your hands. That's where the light will be focused. So 2 headlamps, again, one for me and then one for my wife in the event that she needs one. All right, so the next items, I'm just gonna combine them together because they're in the same family. And it's just a basic charcoal grill lighter, and then waterproof or typhoon matches, I should say, that are waterproof. So I just put these in here because regular matches break easily. They don't hold a flame for long. And these are just a little bit higher grade and better quality. So if the power is out because of a storm or something like that, and you're trying to light something outside, you probably have a better chance of doing it with a typhoon match versus a regular box of matches. So ideally, we would like to just be able to light whatever with the lighter. But if that doesn't work, then typhoon matches as a backup. So that's the mindset behind these 2 items. All right, man. So earlier I said that the headlamps might be the most important illumination source in the bag. That may be true, but I think it's a close race between those and this next item, which is glow sticks. So the cool thing about glow sticks is it doesn't require any batteries, doesn't require any type of igniting with a flame or any type of fuel or anything like that. All you do is just take it out of the package, snap it, and then you have a good amount of light for 8, 12 hours, whatever your glow sticks are rated at. But the idea behind these is the same as the lantern. It's quick, easy, disposable source of light that you can put anywhere you want. So I think a good idea or a way that these could be utilized is say on like a staircase. Obviously a lantern may be like a tripping hazard or something to leave on a staircase, but a glow stick, you can easily place one like every other step or every step, and not only will you be able to see going up and down the stairs in the event of a power outage or whatever the case may be, but you'll also be able to easily reference or have a reference point in your home or whatever type of building you may be in. If you see glow sticks, that's the staircase. From there, go down the hall, take a right, or whatever the case may be. It just makes it easier to see and have a reference point, and it's a very quick, easy, and disposable source of light. So it's a close race between the headlamps and the glow sticks, I guess, depending on what exactly the situation is. Last thing as far as light sources go, tea light candles. So kind of like the glow sticks, these are very cheap. You get a lot of them for the price that you pay. So this is a 50 pack, and kind of the same thing. These most likely won't last as long as say it's like a glow stick, but they can be used in the same way. It's just a small, quick, easy illumination source that you can leave in random spots, a bathroom or whatever the case may be, and you don't have to worry about any damage being done to it. You light it, leave it. Once it's burned out, that's it. You just throw it in the trash. So probably not a bad idea to have a 50 pack at least of these in your blackout bag or whatever type of kit it is that you may be building. A lot of uses that you can use these for. All right, so next item is a portable charger. So I've had this for a while. I have used it a significant amount, but here recently it's kind of just been sitting. So what I did was decide to pull it out and make it a part of my blackout bag. So obviously you need to make sure if you have one that is charged, but if it is, it's a good source to be able to charge your phone or iWatch or whatever the case may be to make sure you still are able to communicate during an emergency or a power outage or whatever the case may be. So I just have the portable charger. It has 3 ports to charge, a screen on the front that lets you know what percentage this is at so you can charge it back up if need be. And then in the case that it comes in or comes with, I just put a standard iPhone charger and a standard iWatch charger. So once I pull this out, it should be charged, have the cords, and we can just charge our phones to make a phone call, or our watches to be able to keep track of time, or whatever the case may be. So I don't think this is a bad idea to having a blackout bag or just around in general. But yeah, that's the idea behind that. So the next couple items, I'm going to kind of bind them together. Like I said in the earlier part of the video, when I was growing up in Florida and the power would go out during like hurricane seasons, we would just kind of sit around, sleep, and then hopefully when you woke up, the power would be back on. If it wasn't, then get something to eat, do something, and then take another nap or whatever the case may be. So the next few items are sources of entertainment. I guess we can classify them as, but so basically what I have is just a deck of cards, play spades or whatever the case may be while you're sitting around waiting for the power to come back on. A word search puzzle. Just something to do, man. The power's gonna be out. You're gonna be sitting there. Obviously, you won't have access to the gadgets and stuff that we utilize on a daily basis: cell phones, iPads, laptops. So this is just some basic, quote unquote, old school stuff to do to keep you entertained until the power comes back on. So again, deck of cards, word search, and then I just have this coloring book and a pack of crayons for my daughter to keep her occupied, hopefully. And all this stuff is just a reserve. So it's there if you need it. If you don't, then that's fine too. All right, man. So the last items that we have in here is a pack of Sharpies, 2 pens, and a notepad. So I don't have a real major reason why I have these items in here, but I was kind of brought up on the concept of you should always have something to write with. So I still kind of hold true to that today. I think we get caught up in making notes on our phones or scheduling stuff on our calendar on our phones, and nobody really goes about things the ancient way of just writing stuff down. But in an emergency, you never know what you may need to write down, or a power outage, you don't have access to your phone or any other type of electronics. This can be used to write down something you need to remember, directions for someone or something like that. So you never know. I don't think it's a bad idea to just have something to write on and then something to write with you at all times, or somewhere that you can easily access it. Yeah, man. So that's my blackout bag. These are my items for me and my family. I may make this bag bigger over time. I doubt that I'll make it smaller. So either it'll stay the same or I'll make it bigger. But if you have a blackout bag, drop down in the comment section. Let me know. If you don't have one, let me know why you don't have one. And then if you're planning to build one, you have any questions or concerns, like leave all that stuff in the comment section, man. I will try to put some of the descriptions for some of this stuff. This bag was like $10 on Amazon. I think that's like the only thing that I really ordered. The rest of this stuff primarily came from like Walmart or whatever store chain you have near you. You should be able to go in there and find the majority of this stuff. So if you don't have a blackout bag, make you one. If you got questions, concerns, leave them in the comment section. See you on the next video.